Hello Ride On people, thank you for joining me, and today I want to talk about Arai and Arai helmets and why I wear one. And essentially this is an AGV, this is a shoey, this is a bell, and this is a shuba. All pretty much of a muchness really. But this sexy beast here, oh yes, this, my friends, is an Arai. An Arai is something special to behold. Now, the reason why Arai are special is for, well, several reasons really, but we need to kind of look back through the history of Arai to see why they are so special. And really, Hirotaki Arai, who was born November the 18th, 1905, he was the eldest son of a guy who manufactured hats for the Japanese government, and in 1937 he established the factory in the city of Omiya Satama. The company has always basically manufactured headgear, but in the late 40s and early 50s they also did some other stuff like t-shirts and that kind of general clothing type stuff, but they always make like construction workers helmets and so forth. In 52 they began manufacturing in fibre reinforced plastic helmets, in other words fiberglass helmets, and which was significantly stronger than polycarbonate alternatives at the time. And in 58 they manufactured the EPS inner shells, which are still currently the current foundation of any modern manufactured helmet inners really. In 59 they produced the first open face, and in 63 they became the first SNELL certified Japanese helmet manufacturer. And really up till 1971 the company traded as HA, the initials of Hirotaki Arai, but from that point onwards the name Arai was trademarked. And in 73 Ikehito Arai was born, who's the current president of the company, and in 77 Arai registered Arai USA, and they began putting their helmets out in the racing field in earnest. And soon after, in 79, the first dedicated off-road use helmet was produced, and in 1980 they developed the one-touch open mechanism for the face shield and pioneered eyebrow vents, both of which again became industry norm design-wise. And if anyone was in any doubt as to who the global daddy of the protective helmets were at that point in time, in the 1986-87 season of Formula 1, 26 out of 28 drivers chose to wear Arai crash helmets. And only one driver, Keke Rosberg, was officially sponsored by Arai helmets at that point in time. So 26 out of 28 basically spent their own money and said, yep, if my life's on the risk, I'm going to wear an Arai. So a pretty incontestable show that when your life is at risk, Arai was the obvious choice for the professional connoisseur of the motorsport, really, of motorsport. In 1993 they were the first manufacturer to offer a 5-year warranty behind their products, and in the late 90s they ranked highest in customer satisfaction surveys across the globe. In 2005 they introduced the first fully carbon fibre helmet into Formula 1, which are obviously now available and almost commonplace to everyday consumers like us. In 2010 the world's racing grids were obviously full of corporate sponsorship deals, so which obviously helps drive what riders and drivers wear whenever they compete. and yet still 50% of Formula One drivers and 30% of MotoGP riders still chose or negotiated with their sponsors at least to wear Arai. It was just, simple as that. It was that important to them. The helmet racers wear are the exact same handmade helmets that the general public wear and can buy. The benefits of the testing and feedback at racetracks filters down to make a better end product. And for those who use them on the roads, you're basically getting the same care and attention over your helmet as one worn by a world champion. And even as we become more current in 2011 onwards, for instance, they ranked as number one in the JD Power Customer Satisfaction Survey, and they did that for the 13 year consistently, which is pretty impressive. It's a testament to the loyalty of their customer base, basically. But in 2017, many companies such as Nolan or Shark or whoever make a good product. They're always full of features. They've always got stylish colours available, and they all claim strength and comfort in abundance. So indeed, I myself still own helmets from Davida, Shui, AGV, Schuberth, and of course Arai. So why is Arai top dog? Why is it number one? Why do helmets just kind of look a bit bland and samey when you hold them up against the daddy? Well, I think I can only speak from personal experience, and when one has saved your life, you don't need any more convincing than that. Unfortunately, I was the victim of a reckless driver. A car on the wrong side of the road hit me head on. We were both travelling about 60 miles an hour. You never walk away from accidents like that. In fact, you rarely survive them, in all honesty. I had compound fractures to both legs. One of my legs was at 90 degrees. It was severe. My hip was severed vertically. I had a deflated lung, and I'd broken both arms for good measure too. So during the impact, I head-butted the upright metal pillar of the windscreen. I could have survived if I'd lost a limb, but you can't survive without your head still being on your shoulders. And my Arai saved my life, pure and simple. Not only did I have no head trauma at all, I wasn't rendered unconscious, I didn't even have a headache. The one time in my life when I really needed my helmet to perform, it really over-delivered. And to put that into perspective, to put that performance into some kind of perspective, that accident happened 25 years ago. And I'm confident my current Arai is even better manufactured than the Durham replica that I wore way back then, when I was a much younger man. So by all means, buy, wear and enjoy whatever helmets you currently own or will own in future years to come. And I'm in no way affiliated with Arai in any shape or form, so I'm not trying to tell you to buy Arai specifically or anything like that. But the one thing I would say is, if there's one piece of motorcycle clothing that you owe it to yourself to buy the very, very best quality that you can afford, it's your helmet. And as Bell once famously said, if you have a $10 head, wear a $10 helmet. I think that's food for thought, and if you're umming and ahhing whether it's by a Shui or Schuberth or Arai, you really can't go wrong in the modern scheme of things. But if you're really not sure, my nod would always go to Arai for those reasons. Then they've always been the best, for good reason, and in my personal opinion, they still are the best. So thanks for listening. Ride carefully, ride often, ride on.